Legion, it's Hadrian. Let's play some more Subnautica in our Into the Locker series. It is finally time to get back to the series, and now that I've got time to start adding new series back into the schedule with all the crazy stuff that's been going on with me, this is the very first one that I wanted to bring back. So it's going to come back in a bit of an abnormal time slot, which is the 1 p.m. time slot, but I want to have this running in one way or another, meaning either every day or every other day if things get nuts again. But we're going to keep this going indefinitely until, not indefinitely, but until episode 60. I know you guys have been excited for a long time for Subnautica to come back, and frankly, it took a lot longer than I meant for it to. But I kept promising and promising and promising I am going to bring the series back, and I wanted to keep my promise and go ahead and jump in with some new episodes. But it has been a while, especially for those of you who might not have watched an episode of this before. You have no idea what's going on, and even for those of you who did know what was going on, you might not know now. So first of all, I did get yelled at as soon as I backed off from the steering wheel to start off this episode that I need to drink some water. So I'm going to do that. And looks like I might need to eat a nutrient block before long, so I'll keep an eye on that. But just to give you a quick refresher on kind of where we are, I'm going to jump into... Do I have the sea moth with me? I think I have the sea moth with me. Yeah, I do. It's right there. Looks oddly dark down there, but I'm going to hop in. Cruise down into the water. Oh, the colors are still good. This is Marcus, our sea moth. Hey, leave Marcus alone. I was just showing him to the people. Dude, thank you. All right, so let's cruise up to the surface and chat. Reefbacks. Not going to chat for long, but it's worth reminding everyone what in the heck is going on. By the way, for those of you who remember the exact details of kind of where I was and what I was doing and what I was doing wrong at the end of the last episode, I had, we're about to launch, watch, oh hey, something hit us as we, what could have possibly, did you follow me out of the water, you jerk? All right, anyway, so, in the last episode, I had the Cyclops sitting in silent running mode. I mainly had it in silent running mode while I was out of the Cyclops for a good while. You can see in the previous episode a few moments where the sub seems red. The interior lighting seemed red. It didn't just seem red, it was red from a distance. And I didn't realize that if you have it in silent running, it's draining the battery even when you're doing jack nothing with the ship. Even when nothing is going on, even when it's just sitting there waiting for you to come back, if you have it on silent running mode, your power is going down. So I'm going to get back in the Cyclops, which is down there, in just a second and show you just how bad the situation is. But that is one thing as I jump back in that we're going to have to be somewhat careful about. But our next objective, to actually get to the meat and potatoes of what we are focusing on and why, we have, where was it? Is it here? Yeah, it's here. Data downloads. Not operations log. Where was it? Codes and clues? Yeah, codes and clues. Alien facility locations. We are going to the Disease Research Facility, which is at a depth of 800 meters in a cave system with an extensive fossil record southwest of the enforcement platform. Now, we've been traveling southwest of the enforcement platform for a while, but we're not quite at a depth of 800 meters. So what I want to see is if we can safely get down to 800 meters without taxing the Cyclops too much. It's going to be kind of an important test to pass. So we're going to hop back in. And if I feel like I've got to turn around and get some power cells made, hey buddy, leave me alone. We've had this discussion.
Systems online.
Oh, I love that voice. Okay, so yeah, if I feel like I have to make some new power cells, I will do so. But let's, just because I want to pretend that that actually has an effect, let's turn the lights off and I'll show you what happened to our power situation. That's what happened. We're at 20% of our total power, and we're only at 224 meters down, so we've got to go a lot farther. But notice that silent running is off. It did get turned off. If I didn't mention that a moment ago, the game turned it off on me automatically. I think that came with the last update. When I loaded this save up, it was from the exact end moment of the previous episode, obviously, from where we're sitting, but it got shut off automatically. So let's see what we can do. Let's go to my external cameras. This is probably the one I want to use. Let's turn the lights. Whoa, hang on. Need to remember my controls. What's the light? Ah, left click, not right click for light. Okay, so that's the back of the sub. That's the front, for those of you who have no idea what you're looking at. And we are going to head down about 800 meters. Oh, the only thing is that I can't see... that's kind of annoying. I want to be able to see my depth. Go away. Okay, I want to be able to see... that didn't have any effect, I was just having fun. I could definitely switch to ahead slow to attract a little bit less attention, I think. And maybe consume a little bit less power.
Calorie intake recommended.
Okay. Well, I've been dicking around long enough that it's telling me to do that.
Vital signs stabilizing.
And now it won't tell me to do that for a while. Let's head forward for a bit. I want to be able to see my depth. That's the main thing, but I can't go straight down. So, tell you what, let me switch to the camera, and we'll use that for a bit, just not for very long. The main thing is making sure the back of the sub clears that nonsense. Anything else to worry about? Nope. I think we're gonna be good. Yeah. Golden. Okay. So now, is there anything else beneath me, really? I'm gonna descend hard for a few seconds here, just to see if my light, which is currently on, checking it on the sub to make sure it's on, just to make sure that I'm seeing stuff. I'm going pretty slow. I don't see any threats. Alright, I am starting to see... Oh, hello. That's a volcano. There's a threat, but the same kind of threat as the one we've been facing. And this looks like the ground, but possibly the kind of ground that might have a cave system in it. Also, that looks very volcanic, but it doesn't seem active. So this might be a good spot to park the Cyclops. Let's turn off the light, because those guys love light. We're going to exit the camera. How's our depth? Okay, so we've got to go a little bit farther. Now, of course, we actually lucked out. The Cyclops can't go beyond 500 meters at the moment. We have the depth module installed, I believe. Let me double check that, just for not only for the sake of memory, but also because it's good to remember what we have and what we don't. It's been a while since we played. For those of you who are watching the series in the backlog and who don't need the catch-up, I apologize, but it's for those who are watching this live, it's been months. So, I want to do this right. All right, we do have an upgrade. I believe it is the... No, that's the engine efficiency module. We don't have the first depth upgrade. Do we even have that option as a blueprint yet? Does not appear... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I had an inkling in the back of my mind that we have something related to the Cyclops depth modules. We don't have the level 1 depth module, you know, showing yet. Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. It's right here. So we need a plasteel ingot and 3 ruby. Oh, we can easily do that, but we don't have it right now. We don't have that stuff with us, and I'm not going to worry about it at present. So let's go ahead. I'm going to shut the lights back off, just reasons. Some people in the comments love to give me a hard time about doing this. I actually think it's just, like... Yes, it's of course a habit I try to follow in real life, but like, it feels more like I'm jumping into the pilot seat of a real craft when I, you know, am mindful of little details like that. So yeah, shut the lights off when I leave. It feels right to me. Leave me alone. Alright, so I'm gonna try and keep the lights off on the Seamoth if I can manage it, but good God, I can't see anything. Hang on. I just cut the lights off in my recording space to give my eyes a little bit better perspective on, okay, that's something. I believe that's something we already have. Jeez! Getting attacked from 2 different directions. This is going to be kind of hard, because there's a lot of these bastards down here. What was that? I feel like that's something new. Oh, you know what that is? That's probably uraninite that I can hit with the prawn suit. But there's whoa, lots of volcanoes. Okay, hi! Volcanically active region, and sick dude. Leave me alone. Let's turn the lights off so he doesn't get interested. I need to find a spot where I can get out and repair my Seamoth really quickly, but the thing is, I'm still getting my bearings. Supposedly, around here somewhere, there will be a... Thankfully, the battery on the Seamoth is in great shape. Supposedly, there's a cave system that I can investigate. If I can get these guys to leave me alone just long enough... Okay, yeah, I understand. You're upset that I'm here. Doesn't change the fact I'm going to keep swimming around, so why don't you just leave me alone? There's lots of volcanoes. You know what we could do? You know, that whole thing that tracks topography? Good lord. A little bit too much activity with these guys. I really can't find a safe spot. I guess I was in one a moment ago before that guy charged me. Oh wait, hang on. I might be in one now. Oh crap! God, he's still right there! Now I've got to get back inside the Seamoth. Holy crap! That's how many of these guys there are. They've been hitting me from every direction. Now we're at 37% health. I'm about to lose my ship. No pun intended. Oh man. This is quite a frustrating return to Subnautica, but hopefully in just a little while it's going to be really interesting. Okay. Yeah, it got hit again as I was jumping in. It's down to... No, no! Game! I didn't want to get back out! I didn't want to get back out, so here's what's going to happen now.
Systems online.
We're just going to have to take this thing straight up. I clicked on it, and it just pulled me right back into it. Maybe because I left-clicked instead of right-clicked, I don't know. It's been a while since I played Subnautica, so we're just going to have to be a little bit more careful. I've got the lights turned on, but that's so that I can see. So that I can avoid clusters of bastards like that. Welcome back to Subnautica, everybody. I am fearing for my life already. It's like I never left. I'm actually not fearing for my life as much as I'm fearing for my submarine's life and all of the upgrades which it currently uses. Alright, are we good if we're here? Or have I just sailed right into Reaper territory? Probably just sailed right into Reaper territory. Alright. Am I safe if I get out for a second? Thank God. Even just that few percentage, even just that, those first couple of seconds of repairing made me feel so much better. Alright. Let's go back down. Where is the thing? It's down there? That's right, we gotta cross this. Let's keep the lights off. And we're gonna try this again. Because now we don't need the safe spot, we're repaired up. And we just need to find a potential cave entrance. We're at... I guess we're... roughly, not quite 3/4 of the full depth down. That would be 600 meters. But we need to find this particular disease location. And I would like to find it in this first episode back. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but we're definitely looking for it. Alright, so we're 200 meters away from the Cyclops. I can already see the eyeballs of these jerks all around me. Alright, I can see the Cyclops in the dark. Let's keep the lights turned off as much as possible. And the depth module on the Cyclops is a different story. Oh, hey, that's a wall. That's another wall. And we're getting attacked again, and I'm already back down to 85. Jesus! This is stupid! Seriously, there's too many of them. And this is even with the hull upgrade installed. Yes, I understand. You're not happy that I'm here. I can't help it. I've got to be here. They told me to come here. Well, they didn't tell me. I chose. But this was a location that was indicated to me, a location of interest. See, I'm trying to keep the lights off, but that's not really helping me. Alright, so there's the Koosh shipwreck over there. Leave me alone, 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 leave me alone! There's one right there. That's a volcano. Alright, I don't... Wait. What is that? Oh, no, that's nothing important. I know it's quite dark. I'm just... Hopefully my reasons for that are quite obvious. They like light. The less I use the light... Alright, this is... I'm right back at the Cyclops. Alright, here's what we're gonna have to do. Okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. You hate me. I understand. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna have to use this thing instead. We're gonna have to use the relative safety of the Cyclops. We have 19% power left. I don't know. I feel like the first thing I'm gonna have to do jumping back in here is go back and maybe take the Seamoth to go back without... I can leave the Cyclops parked here as a beacon of sorts. But use the Seamoth to go back, make some power cells, and come back to where I'm fully powered. Because I would hate for this thing to run out of power. That would be the worst. And every time I get out of the... and get out into the Seamoth and look around, there's an issue there too, because it's got to recharge the Seamoth. Now it's at 18%. Why? Oh, it's because the engines are running. I've got to power down the engine, that's why. Alright, so maybe... That's right. Speaking of doing things that I need to every time I leave, that's just me being rusty from Subnautica. I haven't played in a while. Okay. Yeah, that's how long I've been dilly-dallying.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Alright, so let's get the lights on. And we're going to start looking around this way. Now, that right there kind of makes me want to explore it. But it doesn't seem like there's an offshoot of that going anywhere. So I'm just going to look around down here. We're going to maintain this depth. Can't go any farther with the Cyclops. And see if we can find anything resembling a facility. That's a wall. That's not a facility, that's a wall. That is a solid barrier of granite and or other forms of rock. Good lord, you guys are ugly. Alright, see, this was promising looking down here, but I didn't see, yeah, there's not an offshoot of it going anywhere. It's just kind of a pit. So I don't... There might be a cave entrance in that wall behind us, or there could be a cave entrance in the volcanoes somewhere. Yeah, those are bubbles. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. My bubbles. I can't say the word bubbles without that Finding Nemo moment popping into my head. I physically can't do it. I'm a grown man in his 30s, and I hear the word bubbles, and I just have yellow fish in my head, flying at pretend treasure chests. Okay, I'm going to take a second to glance at the... Still 18%. Okay, at least cruising around like this, we are not using a lot of power. But I have no idea what I'm looking for. And see, with the Cyclops, we don't have that sonar capability. We might be able to get it. I don't necessarily know that we can or can't. I'm just speculating. Again, we're in an area of Subnautica that I've never played before, so this is me just real-time trying to figure stuff out and find where we're trying to go. Alright, that looks like there could be something going on down there. You see what I'm talking about? Hang on, let's wait for this eruption to clear. Or maybe not. Maybe that is a solid wall. Yeah, that's a solid wall. It's just the lighting makes it look like... Yeah, that's a solid wall. It looked like maybe there was something more, but there's not. Okay, let me hop back up into... I just want to see my bearing. Heading southeast. Interesting. We are at 470 meters. I just have to be careful not to descend much farther. I don't necessarily know that I'll see anything resembling a cave system at this point. It might be that I have to continue traveling farther. See, here's the wall. I feel like I've turned around and gone in a circle. Alright, so if I face this direction, because I think this is the island, the floating island, or some offshoot of it. Or not the floating island. The floating island is the other one. It's the second island, the one that the actual enforcement platform is on. Let's exit. Let's check our bearing. Just so I know. I keep looking up because that's where I expect it to be. That's where it normally is. Alright, so we're heading northwest right now. So if we head too far this direction, we're actually kind of going back the way that we came, minus 90 degrees. The way that we came would be northeast. More like that way. And see, there's the wall, so maybe I will just follow this for a little while longer. And see what we spot. I don't want to spend more than one full episode just looking around, so if in the next couple of minutes I have not located the research platform, I I'm probably going to do a little bit of digging on my own, off camera, to figure out what the heck's going on. Alright, lots of volcanoes. I get excited every single time I see, like, a pit. But it's actually not very interesting overall. And this is the edge of this area here. Also need to be careful because that's a wall. It might be that I need to go this way for a bit and then turn that direction and keep going. That could be the answer that I'm looking for. Go away. Seriously, yeah, die. Die. Yeah, I just ran into you. I did it on purpose. What are you going to do about it? Glare at me with your annoying green eyes some more? Go ahead. Ask me if I care. Just don't hurt my sea moth. He did. I don't know how he did, but he did. Ooh. Ooh. You have my attention. Hang on. Let's cut the light off. That seems promising. Seamoth, anybody? First of all, let's exit and let's see how our battery's doing. 18% still. That's encouraging.
Powering down.
All right, engine's powered down. Now we will not eat up any power while we're out, which is the important step. Did it just say health 55% on this thing?
All systems online.
Oh my god, it did. Alright, we're back down to 40 again. Alright, well I'm going to go straight up for a second. I'm going to heal up again, and then we're going to come straight back down. This is... we're already back down to 40. This is why I improved the hull on the Seamoth, so that this would not happen. And yet... it's just where we are. I mean, we're in a location. I probably should have some defense platforms or some missiles installed on this thing, which I can do. Again, haven't gotten to this point in Subnautica before, so I've never gotten to the point of gameplay, which might very well be this point, where I've really felt... 25. 25. If we lose the Seamoth, take a couple of guesses how mad I'm going to be about it. Because it's pretty mad. It's up there on the madness scale. Alright. I feel like we're safe. Let me turn around and make sure we're not being followed by any jerks. We are not. Surface for a moment. Repair this thing again. And then we're going to explore that cave. It might not be anything. It actually, when I got a little closer to it, it didn't seem like there was much going on, but I would imagine that the disease-curing facility, if there's all this volcanic activity at this depth, I mean, it's got to be near some magma. I've got to go into one of the volcanoes. That is my current thinking. Again, if you know where it is, don't spoil it for me or the other people who don't know, please. I appreciate hints, I appreciate tips, but like telling me what to do, where to go, that's not what kind of playthrough this is. I definitely am trying to play through blindly, and I haven't even watched other Let's Plays apart from just the more entertaining aspects of the game, aspects of you know, earlier moments in the game that I've already seen, been familiar with, etc. Yeah, see, all right, so this thing's glowy. Is there? No, I don't think there's actually anything happening here. Oh my god. All right, yeah, this is actually just an active volcano. So there's nothing. There's a lot of nothing. Okay. Well, tell you what. I've got this thing out. I'm going to keep going this direction and see what I can find. We're headed southwest. I'm going to keep going southwest. Alright, so here's a wall. That's not what I wanted to see. Let's go northwest. Gotta say, I'm having a harder time with the game giving such clear directions on like where it is and at what bearing. It's a lot tougher to locate than I would have thought. A lot tougher. I could be doing things out of order, possibly. But it kind of seemed like, I mean, my interpretation of it was that I could go anywhere I wanted, when I wanted to. In that kind of sandbox type approach. Alright, so now we're back in this region. Oh, God. 69. I mean, this... What's the point of the hull upgrade if... Oh, God, there's one of those guys. Now, what's the point of the hull upgrade if it could take so little punishment? Doesn't make sense to me. Alright, so we're going to swing back south for a little bit, because now it looks like we are heading into a cave system of some kind. We might be having a little bit more luck now. Hey, look at that. I don't know what that is, but you have my immediate attention.
Local scans show a nearby opening, leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
We found it! Right at the last second as this episode ends. Well, kind of a frustrating return to Subnautica form, I know, but it's just the first episode of many cataloging this new area. Hang on, I just want to look around and see what might be swimming around down here before I get out. But I feel like this is... Oh yeah, so there's definitely some stuff I've never seen before. What are you, and are you a threat? You definitely look threatening. But as soon as I feel like I can get out and safely repair, I will. But we are going to explore down here for a while and see what we can find as far as the disease healing facilities. Because this is definitely brand spanking new. And I've never been in here. At least, I feel like this is a cave I've been in before, but not when they added all this biodiversity to it. I know they expanded some of the areas I've explored in Subnautica before, off the channel and on the channel, pretty extensively. So this is just a matter of me... Oh hey, you look a little bit bigger than the usual guy. But this is just a matter of me rediscovering some of the more expanded content since the last time that I played. So, I will go ahead and stop this one here. Again, in the next one, we're going to keep exploring. We're going to find that disease research facility. I might spend a few seconds while I'm sitting right here just looking at that tab again and really bearing down on where exactly it is relative to where I am, because it's kind of hard to tell where I am right now, and I'm going to have to keep an eye on my battery for this thing as well. Do I have a power cell with me? No, I don't. I don't have an extra spare power cell, which would be handy. But we're going to look around for a little while longer and see what this place has for us. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.